Okay, what is up everybody? Today we're going to be doing a challenge from Noid Hex. This challenge is called the Hindsight Challenge. So basically this challenge is a meme on the fact that Twitch chats often, not so much these days, but back in the day, Twitch chat would constantly say, when you'd lose a game or you'd struggle in a game, Twitch chat would be like, oh, you should have had X unit. But that was their answer. Instead of being like, oh, you should have done something differently in the game that you were actually playing, they're just like, oh, you should have just had a different deck. Like, your deck should have been different going into the challenge, which obviously is not useful at all. So, based on that...
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Hitch. It is, in fact, my birthday, as you can see from the balloon. So, based on that meme, we're going to be doing a challenge where each game we're going to look at our opponent's deck, and we're going to put a unit into our deck that would have been great in the previous game. So, I'm going to start off with a tank flame deck. I think I'll just play a game with the deck, and then we'll start hindsighting to upgrade the deck or downgrade. I think the deck will probably downgrade quite often. You'd have games like you'd struggle against, you know, like a Kodiak or something, and someone in chat would be like, "Oh, you should have had Phantom," and then you'd be like, "Okay, cool, thanks." And then you put a Phantom in your deck, and the next game, you know, you'd struggle against an enemy Hammerhead, and someone in chat would be like, "Oh, this Phantom should have been a stealth tank." And you're like, yeah, great, thanks a lot, man. It was originally a stealth tank, and then I was told it was supposed to be a Phantom, so it became a Phantom, and now the Phantom's supposed to be a stealth tank again. So basically, Twitch chat sucks. That's the crux of the challenge. Twitch chat's always giving dumb advice. Not always. I mean, some people in chat are obviously smart and handsome, like all the people who are here right now. But all the people who are not here right now, they're the dumb ones that I'm talking about. Not the ones who are smart and handsome and are here now. But all the other people who used to be here and are no longer here, they're the dumb ones. I'm a little concerned about what I'm going to do. What am I going to do if my deck is just excellent? Like, like this deck is very good against Mutant Chuggy. If I play against Mutant Chuggy, then the Hindsight would be, yeah, good choice, man, great deck. I'm not sure what I'd change then. I'm sure there'll be like, we'll probably be able to find at least one unit each game that could be like, would be slightly better than something we have. At least that's the hope. Yo, it's fine, Hitch. I don't mind. Okay. Gonna make ourselves a tank here. See a lot of pit bulls in the house. Oh, we ran away from that tank real quick. What is my tank doing? Very interesting decision making from the tank. I like that his Pitbull's going after the Harvester. That's a priority sorted. Can this guy ever beat a tank? I'm assuming Orca. Yes, Orca? Orca? Yo-yo, my guy, Orca? Hello? No Orca? That's surprising. A GDI player who didn't make an Orca. Truly a rare sighting in the wild. Oh, a jump jet trooper. Now that is unusual. Kinda looks like my deck is just fantastic against his deck. We'll try and figure out what we could have done even better for this matchup. This deck needed Giga. All decks need Giga confirmed. Flame tank. Alright, so our opponent's deck had no air, so obviously we did not need that lousy Phantom, so I've replaced that with a Shade. It would have been great against our previous opponent's deck, because he had Slingshot and Rhino and Pitbull. Pitbull obviously Shade is not great against, but he has a Slingshot and a Rhino, which Shade would be excellent against. Is that even true? I think Shade's good against Rhino. It probably doesn't even one-shot it, but that's fine. Honestly, like, the best unit against him was just Tank, which I already had. So there wasn't really a lot of, there wasn't really a great deal of adjustment to be done there. Flames will surround them. Yeah, I think Rhino might have the same hit points as Pitbull, actually. I don't know if I just made that up. I just walks on into my defense. Just doesn't care about my defender's advantage at all. Just gets in there. Yeah, I respect that. Is this an intentional pop cap or an accidental one? Probably accidental, right? Yeah, okay. Nothing to see here, chat. So far, again, I feel like... What's a better anti... I guess Chuggy. Chuggy is so far the unit that it looks like would have been great in my deck. My deck is going to end up as a hot mess, by the way, because obviously we're only changing one unit at a time. We're just changing our deck to be, like, better against exactly what our previous opponent had. Which means that our deck will end up as terrible in a vacuum. Wow, this guy had dogs in his deck? Weird opening if he has dogs. He opened, like, missiles into shocks. Where is my flamer? Still. What are these? Oh, there's the Orca from the GDI player. Checks out. Now, of course, a great unit in this matchup would be Phantom, which we just cut. Classic. Classic. Twitch chat can let me know that Phantom would have been great here.
Defense online. Objective complete. Three, two, one. New mission received.
Alright, so we've added Chuggy to the deck, because that would have been great. That would have been great in the last matchup. So no holes in this deck. Oh, hello, an MG. Exciting times.
Unit ready.
I think, can I push this with 2 wheels? I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Unit ready.
I think yes. Looks like the answer is yes.
Unit offline.
Alright, cool. Obviously, oh, we don't have flamers anymore. Awkward. That would have been good in this matchup. Also, Venom. Venom looks like it would have been good in this matchup. Because he has MG. Let's tank the first missile shot with the wheels so the Chuggy doesn't take too much damage. We'll do the same thing again here.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Our opponent does not seem to be having a great time.
Nuclear weapon launched. Unit offline.
We want the tank. Killer moving out. Here, Scorpion moving.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Ready to
I wonder if he's going to make another missile trooper.
Let's prove the enemy.
No? Perhaps the Orca will come out now.
Unit ready.
What a surprise.
Scorpion ready to wait.
Unit ready.
Lasers. Let's prove the enemy. Your command. As lasers. It's Scorpion. Round up every last weed. Scorpion ready. I'm green and mean.
Wow, that is a lot of missiles.
Unit ready.
Scorpion ready to hunt. Awaiting orders. Scorpion ready.
Run, little tank, run! Rip.
Unit offline.
Rip, tank.
Nuclear warhead launched.
Prove the enemy.
Three, two, one.
Oh, I forgot to change my deck. Oh my god. Wow, I already forgot what challenge I was doing.
Unit ready.
Awkward. Alright, well, I guess our deck was perfect against the previous opponent.
Unit ready.
Yo, thank you, Renardin. Thank you for the subs, bro.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Scorpion Disney. Scorpion tank.
Unit offline.
Tell you what would be good in this matchup. Some flamers. Flamers or rifles would be pretty nice.
Nuclear missile launched. Building online.
Oh, hello. Yeah, okay, he's got mutants. We definitely need a different anti-infantry unit.
Scorpion tank reporting. Good day to Gardner on the move.
Unit ready.
Lasers for the brother. Scorpion ready.
Yeah, mutant chuggy. Okay.
Green machine on the move. Lasers charged. Scorpion ready to hunt. Green. Scorpion ready. Lasers as he desires. Ready to wait. Scorpion ready to hunt. Your command. Lasers. Good day to Scorpion. Laser squad. Power. Next chem buggy in motion. Authority. Ready to bring in our enemies. Green. Thumbs up. I'm Scorpion. Good day to spray. We will. Next Gardner.
Unit ready.
Scorpion rolling. Laser squad. Your command. Here's sting in the tail. For the Scorpion tank. Good day to spray. Scorpion ready. Scorpion tank.
Defense online.
Scorpion tank. I'm green. Taking the score. A glorious death. Here is the glory to God.
Lol.
Taking the worthy sacrifice.
Warhead
Tough matchup there. I think Flamer should probably go in my deck after that. Back to where we were.
destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we were against Chuggy Mutant, and the best unit against Chuggy Mutant is Chemical Warriors,
Unit ready.
because they can kill mutants whilst basically ignoring Chuggy for a long time. So we've got Chemical Warriors in our deck now, which is going to be great against our GDI Liang opponent, I suspect.
Your missiles will smash them. We're gonna brain them. Rev advancing.
A lot of tryharding going on in this game. Predator tank. We have the Shade. We could just go straight into Shade.
Revving burning rubber.
Otherwise I'm going Missiles. I think I'd like to go straight into Shade if possible.
Boyka ready to roll. Revving cocaine. Your command. Boyka rolling out. Boyka burning rubber.
Unit ready.
Revving no problem. Resistance lurking in the shade. Your command advancing. Oh, sounds electrifying. Sounds electrifying. Move. Boyka cocaine.
Building online.
Gonna break it. Attack boy ready to rumble.
Unit offline.
Maybe going into Shade was a bad idea, because now we're definitely can't afford Chem Warriors.
Missile launched.
Like, Chem Warriors are so expensive anyway.
Major structural damage received.
Rolling thunder. This through. Let's get. Getting belted, no problem. Here he comes. Boyka, you're the boss. Cam's ready to ready. Further advancing. For Cam. Revving the lurking stealth fighter. Take a deep pull. Go. Let's get launches. How you moving the shade.
Unit ready.
Oh, it's Scorpion. Kill up. Where? Let's get some hurts in Scorpion.
I feel like he's probably too Harvester now.
Let's get. Boyka, launches. Let's go this shade. Road is take a deep breath. Let's get some.
No? Interesting. Definitely feels like he's saving for something. Like he's only making missiles and dogs. Maybe Borka? Juggernaut. Okay. That was pretty unexpected.
Blowing them apart. Sirens is near. Engaging thrusters. Taking fire. Oh, wait. Rolling thunder. Storm taking.
Nuclear weapon launched. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Yeah, ready to strike. Lurking in the resistant. Oh, wait. Time. This is how nearly. Let's get a share your time.
Unit offline.
Advancing Scorpion tank ready to strike.
Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit ready.
I'm surprised that one died so quickly.
Unit ready.
Attack by
Did I kill a Juggernaut? It's not clear.
Revving, no problem. Scorp tank on.
Unit offline.
Missiles will smash them.
Unit ready.
The fact that I'm on this map and the Shade can't stealth over is super annoying.
Offline.
Cocaine. Lurking, engaging your command. How you see you're so shady.
Unit offline.
Like a roll for the brother burning.
Oh, it's still not dead? Holy crap, man.
Revving, no problem.
For reals though?
Unit offline.
Scorpion ready.
Oh, the obelisk didn't fire? I'm dead then. Yikes. Or am I? I'm pretty dead. Can't believe the obelisk didn't fire. That's such a beating.
Mission failed. Establishing battlefield control.
Stealth tank would also have been great in that matchup. But yeah, Rockworm is the best thing I could have had in that matchup. So Rockworm in the deck. I think Stealth tank would also be great. I actually just think I lost that game because I misplayed the first missile by going Shade. I should have just gone lasers. That was clearly like the best play. Because I couldn't afford Chem Warriors after going Shade. That's why I lost the first missile. And once you lose the first missile against a tech deck, you're like 90% to lose.
Building online.
Tell you what would be good in this matchup, and that is Rifleman. Rifleman would be fantastic in this matchup.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Chem Warriors are like actually just trash. Like they're actually just a trash unit. It's sad to say, but Chem Warriors are just awful.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit offline.
Oh, that's like 1,000 misclicks. Alright, we're gonna lose the first missile again. Mostly because Chem Warriors suck. Like if those Chem Warriors were something cheaper, I could have made 2 of them. And then I could have had one on the middle and one on the left, and I wouldn't struggle against double missile. Just walking away from me.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Chems ready to scoop. We will chemical wars. We will not yield. Take a deep breath. Nearly chems for K. Chems ready to scoop. Advancing. Aaron.
Unit ready.
Scorpion moving. Blowing them apart.
Wonder if we're gonna get a 1/2 Rockworm out.
Not yield. Nearly chems. Scorpion. Chems ready to scoop. Aaron is for K. Scorpion. Scorpion ready to control. Advancing. Let's get Scorpion ready. Nearly chems.
Unit ready.
Just go carefully. That Scorpion tank. Chems ready to blow in them
Unit offline.
as you come up here and in this room. For the Scorpion ready to blow. Time to harvest. Scorpion.
Unit offline.
Scorpion ready to hunt.
It looks like the answer is probably no.
Scorpion tank.
Building online.
Yeah. Sorry, taking position here. Let's get on the Brotherhood.
Chemical Warriors are so bad. They're so slow as well. Like Flamers and Shocks got that speed boost up to fast, and Chem Warriors are still average, I'm pretty sure. And being this slow is actually just hateful when you're trying to kill anti-vehicle units.
As you come on.
Like anti-vehicle infantry is faster. Oh, I did get a Rockworm. Cool. It's not going to be super useful though in this matchup. That has Grens, so yeah, Rockworm's going to be kind of trash.
Let's get low. Tank on the move. Scorpion tank reporting.
Unit ready.
Now, Scorpion ready to hunt. Cavitate. Glory to nod. Scorpion, take it. Scorpion ready. Scorpion steed here. Take a deep breath. Glory to it. Let's go the Brotherhood.
Unit offline.
This room for Kane. Let's get him. Later for Kane.
What a grind. It really is such a grind playing with bad units. So much, like the difference in power level between the good units and the bad units is quite high.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I think the best unit in that matchup was going to be... The best unit in that matchup was going to be Flamers. So I've just replaced the Chems with Flamers, because honestly the Chems were just terrible. Chat really wants me to play Venoms. Like after every matchup, chat is like, Venom would have been good there. I don't think Venom has been good in very many of the matchups we played. Maybe against the guy playing MG, but that's about it. Venoms are actually kind of bad. Definitely bad against GDI. Like, Venom is pretty good against Nod, because it takes so long for bikes to kill a Venom. Because if you take out one bike, it takes like 3 volleys to kill a Venom, but Pitbulls have no problem with Venom. Pitbulls slaughter Venom. So yeah, I think Venom is a really bad choice against GDI in general. Is this guy gonna MLRS? Or is he just gonna play boosty Pitbulls? Oh, it's still alive for beating. MSV is also like kind of criminally cheap. Like, it's so much hassle to kill it because it's obviously going to be near their spawn point, and all of their units are going to be buffed up by it. And then it's like, even if you do kill it, it just costs 40 to replace. It's just whatever. APC Spice World. Trying to play some boosty APC. I respect that, man. I love a boosty APC. Unfortunately, we already have the Rockworm that would clearly be great against our opponent's deck, so we can't add that in. XV player down. Let's go. What is good against that kind of a deck? Probably Giga Cannon. Yeah, Giga Cannon looks like it'd be great against him. Or Mutant. Yeah, Twitter says Mutant. Mutant would be fantastic, it looks like.
3, 2, 1. New mission.
Alright, so of course our opponent's deck was 6 vehicles, so we have added mutants to our deck, as that would have been insane in the last matchup. Mutant would have been absolutely fantastic.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Oh, hello, an MG. Maybe chat will finally get the Venom they wanted so badly. Or Jade. Jade is good versus MG.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
What's up, Abu? Classic MG abuser.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Gonna burn his base to the ground. Oh, no, can't do that. Luckily we have this mutant from the last matchup that's insane here.
Warhead launched.
And mutant is a strong unit. Mutant is actually like borderline overpowered. Maybe it just is overpowered. It's like the skill ceiling on a mutant is quite low, so it's difficult to take a mutant and make it better than its just base level of power, which is why, like, compared to other units at high level of play, it doesn't really do anything special, so it's not really OP. But in terms of its like just raw stats, the thing is absolutely ridiculous. Like the skill floor on a mutant is very high. Like, it's impossible to really fuck up mutants that badly. You just make them and you send them in and they do work. This guy did not have a good game. This guy definitely had a bad time.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Gabby Dave, insta surrenders. Okay, well.
Enemy base destroyed.
Okay, so our last opponent insta-surrendered, but he did have Laser Drone Venom deck. It looks like he was playing no Harv MG, so I think Phantom would have been very good against him. So we've added Phantom. And now our deck is a Masterpiece. Masterpiece Medley.
Unit ready.
I think the point George is making is that the rhinos did nothing and were worthless and therefore might as well have not been in the deck. I think that's what George is trying to say. He's not saying like, I literally couldn't see a rhino, there wasn't one. He's saying, man, that rhino was awful, so it might as well have not been there. At least that's my read. Wow, I can never win this matchup, can I? I have flamers and wheels and that's it. I haven't even got the tank anymore. This looks pretty bad. Against snipers, this looks like an absolutely horrendous matchup. If I had the tank, I might be alright. I don't have the artillery either. Replace it with Phantom. Yeah, we're screwed. This one's over. What are you doing, Wheels? Go over here, man. Well, got him. Yeah, this matchup looks about as bad as a matchup can get in Command & Conquer Rivals. Mutants are pretty good against Sniper because they can like beat through the blockers pretty well. But then I don't have anything that's actually good at, like, normally you'd beat through the blockers of mutants and then send in the chemical buggy to clean up. I don't have the chemical buggy. I just have wheels. But you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and with a positive mental attitude, I believe I can overcome anything. So let's go! I can beat these snipers, no problem! Yay! Yay! Beat the snipers! Woo! It works! Working, chat. Look, I'm winning. Positive mental attitude. Once again, MVP. Let's go. Doggy seems like the answer. That was game number 10.
Objective complete.
That was game number 10. So there it is. What a ridiculous challenge. So dumb. I hope you guys at home enjoyed that. And I will see you all for the next ridiculous challenge.